and this is a question for everyone, what are practical things that companies, founders, investors in the space could do to help diversify it, continue to diversify it with more women? Do you have any practical steps that they could take or some insider advice for them?
I think something that I know we're going to implement soon is just education. I think when you mentioned that education is the base of it, it definitely is. And you have to reach people, like Sara mentioned with Webflow. You actually have to get out there and you have to find where people are who want to be technical or who want to use these tools. So things like YouTube videos that provide really quick use cases and just like empower your user to feel like, okay, I've got this, I can definitely do this. And having a lot of resources, again, Webflow has the best. I can't tell you how many times I Google things with Webflow and I can always find an answer on their website for it or from their users or YouTube videos. And I think that's really important. Empowering your user is 100% how you make people feel comfortable using your platform and then continuing to explore these tools.
Yeah,
I think another important aspect, as mentioned in the beginning, I think it's much easier to help girls get educated in the very early age, especially with the no-code tools, rather than learning to code. I mean, if in order to bring them into tech, of course, still learning to code, that's also something that they can do, but it's not going to be for everyone, right? Everyone is not going to learn how to code, etc. So I think it's even much easier right now with no-code tools to really get into kind of educational context and start from the very early age, like schools and universities, where I think there are some companies already doing that kind of practice, already teaching, like I think Webflow or Bubble are trying to do that. I think that's a great kind of initiative. And also other ways to kind of empower more women into getting into tech and also no code specifically is to really have some kind of role models, really kind of showcase and find women who have already used no code tools or who have built successful businesses, whether it's really based on no code or generally tech, and really make kind of promote them and really make them as their role models, because that really helps, especially the younger generation, to really see that, yes, this is something that I can do as well. I mean, this is someone did it, so I can follow their path. I think a lot of entrepreneurs, especially in the kind of recent generation, have followed people like Zuckerberg and people like all of these other platforms where mainly it's dominated by male. But I think once you have really prominent also female leaders and really actively showcase and promote them, that would really help also to bring more diversity into tech.
Yeah, I think similarly, there's a lot of these boot camps like General Assembly, even like Lambda School, where we could start like introducing no code concepts there. I think a lot of these boot camps have done a good job of having like gender and racial diversity in the classes they admit. So I think that could just go along with general like new models of CS education.